Hey guys, so today I have a fall makeup look for you. It is based off of like grunge, like 90s, 80s makeup. It requires no eyeliner and only a few eyeshadows. All of the makeup I use in this is basically affordable except for my face makeup, which you use whatever you have, whatever you prefer. I just have like a longer night ahead of me, so I just use those products just for that. And then my highlight. But everything else, even the brows, is affordable. So I kind of wanted to make that for you. And this is just like a grungy fall makeup look. And I've been rocking this so much lately. I even brought out the choker and the flannel and like the... Oh, and I did my hair. It's not disgusting anymore. If you can even see it, I feel like you can't see it. It's very blue, very blue. But yeah, I'm planning on doing more fall makeup looks as well. I'm gonna do one with more higher end products. That's a little more like glammy. And then I have with another palette that's like brand new. And then I'm getting another palette that's kind of fall, and it's not going to be such warm shades. It's going to be a little more colorful, and I'm going to be reviewing that product too. So I have more fall makeup looks coming for you, different lips, different products, everything. So subscribe if you want to stay tuned with those, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see how I got this grungy, affordable fall makeup look, then just keep on watching. Bye guys. Okay, so let's get started. I'm so excited to be filming this. Alright. As always, we are going to start with priming the skin. I've been going in like double with my primer. I've been using this like for my all over base just for longevity, and then I'll put this into the T-zone. This is the One Heck of a Blot primer, so it kind of helps with like oils. And this Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm helps for longevity. It's super cheap from the dollar store. I just take like a small amount like this and rub it all over my face. And then I'll take the One Heck of a Blot primer, which is kind of like a pore filler, and it targets like shine and stuff like that throughout the day. I'll just rub this in my fingers and kind of rub it here and on the places I get the most oily. And I'm gonna let that rest for a second, and then we'll go in with our foundations. Everything in this video is basically affordable except for my two face products, just because I need my makeup to last a little longer today. But you can use whatever for this. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation. I'm going to be using like half a pump. I want very, very light foundation today. Not very, very light, but like not a huge mask. But this is really good to last, and it's in the color, it's in shade 2.0. So I just kind of spread this all over my face, and then I'll buff it out with just a flat top foundation brush. So I just kind of worked this into the skin. I have really been liking this foundation lately just for like longevity. And once I have that decently light layer sort of blended out, I'm going to be taking my concealer, which is the Born This Way by Too Faced, in the color Very Fair, and just do, you know, under the eyes. I don't make it like pretty triangles anymore. I just kind of like put it there and then blend her out later. God, I'm in like such a good mood. I'm so happy to be filming. I don't know why, but I just like really wanted to film today. Now I'm going to be taking my Airspun Translucent Extra Coverage Powder. I swear it's powder, it's not drugs. I promise. And then I'm just going to take a little bit on my sponge and set right under here, and then that'll go between the eyebrows and the forehead, the chin, and then I'll grab some on like the flat side of this. This is the Real Technique sponge, and then I'll like just set the rest of my face. And this really ensures that your makeup is going to like lock in place and just last so much longer. Okay, so now I'm gonna run to brows really quickly. I know I never put this in my videos, but for today's look, for like a grungier brow, I'm just using like a the Essence Make Me Brow. It's kind of like the Benefit Give Me Brow, but it's like tinted and it has little fibers in it. And then I just brush that through my brows and use this to fill them in and give them volume. And it's just like an underdone brow, and I've been really loving it for this sort of a look. And then I'll go in again later for like a second coat once this like dries and stuff. I'm gonna prep my eyelids. I'm just gonna use, you know, my dandy old e.l.f. eyelid primer. My favorite primer ever. Alright, so I'm going to start with a huge fluffy brush, and I'm just going to take any face powder or skin toned eyeshadow. I'm just using my Airspun, and I'm just going to mattify that primer just so things blend over it and just don't stick to it. So that's all I'm doing here. And so now I'm going to whip out the Morphe 350 palette. I use this in a lot of my videos. This is what it looks like from Morphe. Super cheap, super cheap. So I'm going to be starting off with this sort of like lighter terracotta orange sort of color on the Morphe R37. This is from the Rose collection. I'm obsessed with this brush. This and then like the twin that came with it, that's basically the same thing, R38 or something. They basically both do the same thing. Obsessed with them. Obsessed. Sorry, I'm yelling at you. So this is just messily going to go all in my crease area. Okay, once I have that sort of really blown out and blended out, I'm going to be taking the Sigma E25 blending brush. It's a little bit more precise of a blending brush. I'm going to be taking this fiery orangey reddish color and this darker like brick brown red color, and I'm going to sort of be mixing those together, and those are going to go on my eyelid and then blend it up to the crease. So the darker one is a little more like concentrated on the center of the lid. So I'm going to go on with that one first just by itself. Like that. And then I'm going to sort of just like clean my brush off just on like a towel. Okay, so then I'm going to take the same brush, and then with that like more brighter color, I'm going to dab in pretty decently. Make sure you get off your excess and then go back in. And then I'm going to sort of like blend those two together with this brush. And then this will add a lot more intensity to the look. And then to finish it off, I'm just going to go in with that initial transition shade and buff everything out. Make sure those colors on the lid are really nicely blended with it. Okay, so now that you have these like crazy eyeballs, it looks so weird because I'm so cool toned right now. It will not look this weird on everybody. Not everybody has blue hair like me, so just ignore that. Okay, so now I'm going to go back and finish the rest of the face before we finish the eyeballs. So to start off, I'm just going to be highlighting my under eyes just to give it some sort of like a color, and I'm just going to be using the yellow half of the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contour Duo in the color Caramel Toffee. This is the darker one because the highlight shade is a little more yellow in that. And I'm just picking this up on the Morphe M529. I freaking love this brush. I think it's so pretty. And that just adds so much highlight underneath my eyes. And then I'll kind of bring some down the nose, on the forehead, and just kind of all the highlighty places. And then for bronzer, I'm sorry you guys, this is the NYC Sunny Bronzer. I'm obsessed with this. I have not had that. I have not had this very long, and like, but I'm obsessed with it. Bronze it up. I'm putting the bronzer in the places where you contour, but not like as a contour. It's kind of as both, like adding shadow and color. And I'm taking that on the Morphe E3 brush. This is from the new Elite collection. And I do suck in my cheeks just so it kind of goes in those hollows, but like I'm not making sure it's a super crisp line. I'm just bronzing. So I'm just kind of doing both, you know. I feel like that's what most people do anyway. They use bronzer to contour with, which technically it's not what you're supposed to do. I grab any eyeshadow brush and dip into this like twice and just kind of go on the sides of my nose, underneath, under the lip. My favorite blush brush, I don't know if I'd call it my favorite, but just what I've been using because it's literally gorgeous. Like, why does that look like a tulip? Just kidding. It's the Morphe R5, also from the Rose collection. And I'm going to take this with a little bit of the e.l.f. blush in Passion Pink. It's like one of their baked blushes. And I just kind of get some in there. This is kind of a luminous blush, so I kind of like it. And like, you just kind of like spread it on. I don't know, it's such a weird brush. I don't even know like how to use it. Like, what is this even for? You know? Because like this isn't the way you're supposed to use it, like, but it's working, you know? It's working. Okay, and then this isn't drugstore, I'm sorry, but use whatever highlight you got. I'm just using Champagne Pop because that's just really what I want on my face right now. I don't have a lot of drugstore highlights. I was helping my friend pick out a bunch of drugstore makeup, and like I just could not find like a highlight to save her life that like I thought was good. And I was like, well, I really haven't used any, and like I don't really know what's like as good as like, you know, what I use. So now comes the time where I've been setting my makeup because I have such a terrible issue with my mascara on the lower lash line getting all over my eyes, and like it makes my lips weird, and like I don't know, this is where I like to set it before I put mascara on and stuff like that. So I'm gonna set my face. I'm just gonna use the All Nighter by Urban Decay. Quick bath. Okay, so for the lower lash line, I'm gonna go back in with the darkest shade that we used on this really precise, like, defining brush. It's the M432 from Morphe, and it's just like a thin, flat, like, I don't know. And I just kind of like dig that into the color, and I'll just take this and like put it right under my lashes and just sort of like wiggle it back and forth. And then I'm going to take a mix of the fiery red color and then like the transition, and on just like any pencil brush, and then sort of like blend it with that. And this is totally like 1000% optional, but I like to take just like a skin tone eyeliner. This is just one from Wet n Wild, and put it in there just to sort of open up your eyes just a little bit. And then I'll go ahead and apply some mascara. This is the Milani Big and Bigger Lashes, and this is like this honking old brush that it's got. This is like the weirdest mascara I've ever had, like brush wise, but like I love the formula. It just, I don't know. I don't even know what it is that I like about it. I just like it a lot. And for my lower lashes, kicking it old school, I'm taking the Jordana Best Lash Extreme Volumizing Mascara. I still love this mascara. I'll take this on my lower lashes. I'll run it through there, and that just volumizes and separates them. If this ever happens to you, like I would just edit this out, but we all know this happens to us, so I'm just gonna like be straight up with you. Wait, like don't mess with it. Wait until it dries completely, and like if you get it up here, because I always do because my eyelashes just like curl back and touch it. Wait until it dries completely and take a 100% completely dry Q-tip and just flake it off. Like you have to wait until it dries and then flake it off and it'll come off. Don't go in with it wet and try to get it off. Don't go with a wet Q-tip. Like that'll work, but it'll mess up your makeup. Like you'll have better chances of just taking dry on dry and getting it off. So I'm gonna do the other eye and then get this off and I'll be back. Okay, and last but not least is the lips. And what I have been doing a lot lately with a grungy look kind of like this, I will use just the NYX lip pencil. I almost said eyeliner. The NYX lip liner in mauve. I've been taking this and just lining my lips and filling it in. Just like a little bit. Just filling them in just a little bit. And then if they're a little dry, I'll take just like a chapstick on my finger. And rub it in. Lip liners don't really go on very well when you have chapstick on. So I kind of wait until I have it on. And that, you guys, is the finished look. That's all there is to it. It's a really, really simple, grungy fall makeup. And if you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up on your way out, and to subscribe on your way out, and subscribe to, you know, see more fall makeup looks. I'm doing at least 2 more fall makeup looks, and then throughout the winter I just wear I mean, let's be honest, throughout the whole year I wear makeup like this, but I'm doing 2 more fall-based makeup looks. So this is the first one with the affordable makeup and the grunge, and there's more to come. So if you want to see those, then stay tuned and subscribed. I hope you guys learned something from this video and enjoyed it. Bye, guys.